The Class of 2020 is a small and young organization supported by partners. These are our partners and our sponsors, and you can see we've grown from a small organization to an organization supported by quite some big names. So I just wanted to kind of put the student housing market in perspective a little bit. We're going to talk a lot about yields, about investor pressure and money coming in from all over the world, but I thought I'd start from the other side, from the consumer. The consumers are, in the end, students. So what we do is also focus on what's happening in the university market, what's going on with higher education. And this map is an indication of the internationalization of the student population. It shows the numbers that you see is the expected number of international students in 2020 in a couple of cities. And not all cities are created equal, we can see. And it really drives a huge shift in perception. If you see these kinds of numbers, cities are now starting to compete for the best and the brightest. Cities are putting the attraction of international talent at the core of their economic development strategies, and student housing plays a big role in that because they need to live somewhere. Another thing, besides next to the students becoming more international, we also see that there's a huge shift going on in the university world. When I was going to university a decade and a half ago, my university is actually on this map. It's in the Times Higher Education Top 200. I had no idea at the time. It was not even a factor. We now see universities are becoming more transparent. They have to really fight to get the right students. The red dots are the top business schools in Europe. The black ones are the top regular universities. And they're also moving abroad. So following the internationalization of students, now universities are opening campuses outside of their home country. We've seen a lot of them do that from the US and the UK, going to Dubai, to China and all that kind of stuff. But there's nothing stopping them from also doing that within Europe. Why not? Why doesn't the University of Liverpool open up a campus in Spain, for instance? It's something that that's going to happen. So that's also a thing that's, I think, very important for investors to be aware of as well. And then, I love maps, by the way, so that's why I brought this. That's also triggered, I think, this whole industry to become more international as well. We made this map in October, just from some information that we had. We were seeing capital coming from the US into the UK, from the UK into Germany, but also German companies investing in the Netherlands. We see Austrian companies going international. We see Spanish people going to, Spanish companies going to France. So this web of money is starting to appear. Following the internationalization of students and universities. So that's just in brief. This is the table that goes with that map. And just to end, why are we doing that? I think it's an attractive industry. We see good yields. These are some numbers comparing yields in a couple of countries and against other asset classes. So what we've done as a foundation, last year we started tracking news throughout Europe, tracking news about student housing development. And at the end of the year we thought, what happens if we add all those numbers up? And this is what we found. We saw 120,000 beds in planning last year, 60,000 in development, and a total of 3.3 billion in deals. So yeah, I think 2015 is probably going to top that, but it shows you it's not a small asset class anymore. That's in short what I had to